Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now, I have got a Pilates Yoga Fusion class. We are going to hit pretty much everything on the body. We do go a little bit faster today, so because of that, I'm going to call this more of an intermediate to advanced class. It does go a little bit faster in a few different sections. You can always pause, you can always stop. My beginners, you are absolutely welcome to jump in. Nothing to be nervous about whatsoever. Anywho, you'll definitely feel this through our legs, our glutes, some abs and core work. Really, I hope you get a nice full body workout in just 20 minutes. So, roll out your mat, let's get started. Let's start at the back of our mat. Allow your fingertips to dangle by your side. Take a moment and stand a little taller and straighter. Notice if you're leaning to one side, maybe if we're rocking our weight kind of forward, dumping into our low back. Can we start to eliminate some of those easy to fall into ways to stand and instead really focus on a lovely tall beginning posture. Belly button in, ears slide a little higher up, shoulders broaden across the chest. At the same time, think about wrapping the ribs in and wrapping your oblique muscles, those side tummy muscles, in a little bit. I often say it's like having a belt around your waist that gets one notch tighter as we engage your abdominal muscles. It's not about sucking in or looking smaller, it's just engaging those lovely core muscles that help keep us standing tall and straight. Close your eyes, take a big inhale. As you exhale, dip your chin to your chest, put a soft bend in your knees, and start to forward fold. Let this forward fold be as deep or shallow as whatever feels good for you right now. Let your fingertips fall down to the floor and pause. Head is heavy, shoulders down the back. Nod the head a little yes, shake it no. Relax. If you want the eyes to stay closed, that's great. If you want to blink them open, that's wonderful too. Again, soft bend in the knees. Pull your navel away from the top of your thighs as the shoulders slide down the back. And stack one little vertebra right on top of the next until we come upright all the way. Take a big inhale. Again, chin to chest, bend the knees. Slowly roll yourself down, 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 all the way to our forward fold. Find your deepest forward fold wherever it might be. You might look a little different than me. That's okay. Slide the hips right and left. Maybe circle them around kind of like a figure eight. Pause center, shoulders down the back. Roll all the way up to standing. Each time you come up, belly button in, head high, turn on where your thigh and your glute connect, and then again, chin to chest, let everything fall down. I like to pretend there's something heavy in my hands, gently pulling me towards the floor, and I'm resisting. It's taking me so much time to come all the way down to the mat. Once you do find the base of your forward fold this time, take a moment and crawl out to a downward facing dog. This doesn't have to be the deepest downward facing dog you've ever done. We can put a soft bend or a big bend in our knees and really push your sternum towards the top of your thighs. I like to think about shining my sitting bones up to the sky as I hug my inner arms towards my ears, really lengthening through my side body. Now, sometimes it feels good to let the chin really fall to the chest here and lengthen through the back of the neck. Sometimes it feels great to keep it in line with your ears or your inner arms. I'm okay with you kind of exploring, seeing what works for you. Maybe you dangle the head and kind of look underneath one armpit, back to center, other side, back to center, but eventually pause. Push your sitting bones further back, lengthen through the spine. This is not about straight legs, it is about a long back. Take a big inhale and wave into a plank pose. If that's too much today, it's okay. Exhale, find your downward facing dog with a bend in your knees. Wave forward into your plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, downward dog. One more time, plank pose and pause. Belly button up and in, shoulders soften down the back. We'll lower to our tummy, and you can go knees first or all in one piece, however you want to arrive. Untuck the toes, press the feet into the floor, hug the elbows together, and reach your ears further away from the body. Inhale, little tiny baby cobra. Exhale, pubic bone pressures down, belly button pulls in as we lower back down. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders, lift the heart and chest, pull the elbows towards one another, and lower right back down. Last one, lift up, pause, hug the elbows in, take a breath, look over your right shoulder, keep pushing into your pubic bone, squeezing your thigh butt connection point, our thud, look forward, same thing other side, look forward, lower everything down. Go ahead and bend the knees, windshield wiper side to side. You can lower your head to the mat. I would squish my mic if I did that. And then tuck your toes towards one another and push back to a child's pose. No hurry, no rush. Find your tabletop, belly button up and in, and extend your right foot out behind you. Take a moment here, grow long from your head through your body out your toe. Inhale, tap your foot to the floor. Exhale, squeeze your thud, lift. Inhale, tap your foot to the floor. Exhale, lift. 3 more down and up. 2 more down and up. Last one. Lift, pause now, tap it off the mat over to the right. Exhale, bring it behind you. As we move our leg kind of right and then back center, are you letting your hips sway side to side? Can you, again, wrap your oblique muscles in, pull the navel in, keep the body still? Last one, touch your foot over to the right, pause, exhale, lift it straight up and bring it down. So it's no longer coming behind my hip, it's staying off to that diagonal angle. And you will note that my leg is not straight off to the side of my body, it is in a diagonal angle. I can't tell you how often I'd say this in class and then I see people way out here. That's a different guide. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but not what I'm doing at the moment. Now, lift the toe up and pause. It's sitting on a ledge. Slide it across the ledge further away from the body. Really activate all the muscles in the leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the leg behind you. Inhale, reach it open. Exhale, bring it behind you. Inhale, slide it open. Exhale, right back behind you. Last one. Bring it behind you, pause. Knit the ribs in, broaden across the chest, reach your head further away, smile, tiny circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Last time, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Take a big breath. Set the knee down, push back to your child's pose. Tent your fingertips, let your forehead fall to the floor. No hurry, no rush. Rise to hands and knees, extend the opposite leg out and away. Now remember, you can always drop down to forearms if it feels too much to be on a wrist. For me, the more I pull up and away rather than pushing down, the less likely I am to kind of have that uncomfortable feeling of being in my tabletop. Squeeze your thud so hard you could hold a pencil there. Pretend I'm pulling your ankle away from your body. Someone else has your ears, pulling your ears in the opposite direction. Tap your foot down, exhale, lift. Inhale, tap your foot down, exhale, lift. 3 more down and up. 2 more down and up. Last one. Now over to the left, off the mat, exhale behind you. Off the mat, exhale behind you. As that leg goes left and center, notice what happens to the weight in your hands. Is it kind of drifting from one side to the other? Can you pull the belly button up and in and really focus on keeping your torso so still, so stable? Last one, over to the left, pause, press more into your right hand. Think about pulling your right oblique muscle in a little bit more. Lift the leg straight up and bring it down. Hopefully you do not have a wall in your way like I just did. You got to make adjustments, that's okay. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Where are you looking right now? If you're looking back at your knee or your toe, your neck is not in alignment. Look at the front edge of your mat. That's usually a good spot to keep the neck still. This time, lift the leg up, pause. Take a big inhale, slide the leg straight back behind your hip. Inhale, drag it off to the side. Again, it's like it's sitting on a little ledge and you are just moving it across the ledge and back center, not letting it kind of waver up and down. Last one. Bring it behind you, pause. Belly button in, shoulders broad, tiny circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a breath. Set the leg down. Push back. Crawl the fingers away. Drop the forehead. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. Find your downward facing dog. We won't be here long. You can skip it if you want to. We are just going to step our right foot between our hands or kind of behind you. You can scoop it up. Find a low lunge. Now you can always adjust. We could always have blocks if we need to. I usually just like to tent my fingertips. That gives me a little extra room since I've got tiny arms. Bend your front knee a little bit more. Make sure it's in line with your front toes. Push your back heel closer to the mat. And I envision pushing my pubic bone a little bit further forward towards my right heel so I can open up through my hips a little bit. Now, left hand stays on the ground, right hand can lift to the sky, or it could just come to our thigh as we twist as well. Do whatever works best in your body. Take a big, deep inhale. Big breath out. Another big inhale. Big breath out. Drop the hand down. Drop your back knee towards the mat. I like to untuck my toe and press my foot into the top of the thigh to remove the pressure there. And again, bring your right hand to your thigh and push yourself up. Now, if we backed our hips up a little bit, that's okay. For me though, again, the more I reach my pubic bone further forward and up and out of the waist, the bigger of a stretch I feel. Take your left hand high, wrap the pinky in, lift up, and then take a small stretch over to the right. Big full breath. Big sigh out. Lift both hands high. And now take both hands on the inside edge of your right foot. Heel toe the foot a little bit wider, starting more of a lizard pose. Now you might have more range of motion here and can reach your pelvis a little further forward. Perhaps not, that's okay, no big deal. I oftentimes like to take a little sway here. Just a little bit of movement can feel really good. And then from here, big inhale. Big breath out. Gracefully or not at all, we'll come back to our downward facing dog. I tuck my toe, lift my knee, and push both feet back. If that transition does not work for us, it's okay, friends. No big deal. Take a breath. Step the left foot forward between the hands. And again, you can always use a little helping hand to get it up there. Nothing wrong with that. At first, back knee stays lifted. My heel is reaching towards the ground behind me. My knee is reaching further forward in line with my toes. And then when we're ready to take the twist, I will take my left hand up to the sky. Now I'm pulling the shoulder blade tips towards one another while I wrap the ribs towards one another. And then I open up from shoulder to shoulder or from palm on the ground through the whole body all the way up to my fingers lifting to the sky. Take a breath. Set the hand down. Drop your back knee towards the ground. And again, hand to thigh to kind of help lift us up. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Shift your pubic bone a little bit further forward. Keep your belly button muscles kind of pulling in. And then right hand lifts to the sky. Rotate the pinky and lift up. And a big stretch over to the left. Big full inhale. Big breath out. No hurry, no rush. Both hands reach up for a moment, and then on the inside edge, so you can heel toe the foot wider, and find our lizard pose. Now again, we might move for a moment, kind of sinking into the pose. Maybe it feels nice just to pause right here. No hurry, no rush. And then again, when we're ready, we'll find our downward facing dog. We won't be there long, but see if you can tuck your toe, lift your knee, and step both feet back. Bend the knees a little deeper, shine your sitting bones higher. Take a big inhale, big breath out. Drop down to a child's pose. Knees together or apart, whatever feels better in your body right now. Now perhaps you want to curl your hands together, clasp them, and bring your hands back towards the bottom portion of your head, kind of back by your neck. I like to, very awkwardly, curl my elbows a little further forward, then press my sternum to the ground so I get a nice big stretch underneath my armpits into my back. Relax the arms, roll yourself up to a seat, and let's lie on our back. Take a moment as you arrive and be sure to immediately imprint your spine. Friends, we're going to stay in our imprinted spine the entire time here. So my low back is going to remain connected to the mat the whole time. The minute I start to arch my back, we need to stop, reset. You can kind of push into your heels a little bit and drop the back down, but really what I want you to think about are those oblique muscles and our big deep tummy muscles holding our body in place, keeping our back nice and long so we protect our lumbar spine. Take your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows nice and wide. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, wrap the oblique muscles in more. Float your head and chest up. Look over the horizon of your knees. Take a big inhale. Exhale, give me 5 tiny micro crunches. We'll never lower our head and chest any lower than this. It's only going to go up and then right back to the spot. So big inhale, exhale, tiny lift, tiny drop down, tiny lift, tiny drop down. As you lift and lower, is your low back arching? If so, maybe make your movement smaller. Maybe just hold that little curl up if that's enough. This time, curl up, pause. Gently push into your heels. Wrap the tummy muscles in. Pull the navel to spine. Take a big inhale. Pick up your right leg. Set it down. Exhale, pick up your left leg. Set it down. Pick up the right leg. Lower each time you lift up. I know it sounds so violent, but think about a big punch to the gut. Those oblique muscles, those tummy muscles, everything is activating, they're contracting. One more to the left. Can we try both legs? I like to seal my inner thighs. Exhale, pick up both legs. Set both legs down. Exhale, pick up both legs. Set both legs down. Last time both. Hold right there. See if you can reach past your hips. If that's too much, one hand or both can stay behind you. If we want to take it up a notch, fold a little higher, low back down. Let's do our hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 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 One more set. It's like you're giving someone a high five behind you. Hold right there. Full little higher. Take a big deep inhale. Big breath out. Drop the feet down. Drop the head and chest. Reach your hands over your head. Open your feet a little wider. Knock the knees together. And take a nice, easy windshield wiper side to side. Bring the feet back towards one another. And then from here, let's do a little bridge. This doesn't have to be the biggest bridge you've ever done, but just take a moment here and feel the shoulders really soften into the ground behind you. Feel that openness across your chest. Maybe push your pubic bone up just a little higher. Normally my bridges are much more about keeping a long kind of straight line from knees to hips to shoulders. If you want to take this into more of a back bend, a little bit of a heart opener, sometimes for me I kind of bring my hands underneath my hips and lift up a little higher. That might not be in the cards. A lot of people like to clasp their hands and kind of bring their hands together. I like this version better personally. Now gracefully or not at all, release that lower down. Once more, open the legs a little wider, knock the knees in, take the hands over the head, and stretch from your hips through your side body out your fingertips. Take a big deep inhale, big breath out. Let your knees fall to the right. Let your knees fall to the left. Bring your feet together, knees apart. If that does not feel good in the hips, it's okay, friends. You can just extend both legs long. But otherwise, take a moment here. Let your hands relax wherever feels best. And check in with yourself. Can you even out your inhale and exhale? Can you just give yourself the last few moments to be still? Being so proud of however much of class you did today. Just feeling proud and grateful and so appreciative of everything your body accomplished for you today. Take a great big inhale. Easy breath out. Blink your eyes open. You can use your hands to bring the knees together if they're still apart. Roll to one side, push yourself up to a seat. As always, give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our Pilates Yoga Fusion today, and I cannot wait to see you again.